Coming up, Cowboys baseball, and we get an inside look to the Cowgirls basketball team, and a journalism student's recent success. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tessa Durrell.
And I'm Tatum Shelton. Welcome to the Poke Report. First stop, the Diamond. After dropping the first game of the series and a cancellation last Saturday, the Oklahoma State Cowboys baseball team responded in a massive way, absolutely dominating the Illinois State Redbirds in Sunday's doubleheader. Reporter Jared Oberletner has the recap.
After a tough loss on Friday, OSU came out swinging in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Jason Jones got things rolling early, lacing an RBI double to put the Cowboys up early on the board. Then in the fifth, OSU erupted for 9 runs, putting the game out of reach. Nolan Schubert led the charge, batting in 3 RBIs with this stand-up double. On the mound, Harrison Bodendorf was dominant, tossing 5 strong innings, allowing only 3 hits while striking out 7. The Cowboys took Game 2 of the series in run rule fashion, 16-1. OSU kept their foot on the pedal in the series finale as Colin Bregman stole the show this game, blasting 2 home runs and racking up 5 RBIs to power the offense.
That's an OSU Foundation home run and Brigham's second home run of the game.
Schubert mashed a homer of his own, bringing his series RBI total to 7.
Grand slam home run, Nolan Schubert.
Meanwhile, sophomore Hunter Watkins was dealing, giving up only 1 run and throwing 10 strikeouts in 6 innings as OSU's pitching silenced the Redbirds. Another 8-run 5th inning put this one on ice, and for the second straight game in a row, OSU closed it out in 7 innings, cruising to an 18-1 victory. After a tough loss to open the series and what's been a rocky start to the season, the Cowboys made a brash statement with back-to-back dominant wins for the crowd at O'Brate Stadium as the offense combined for 34 runs in just 2 games, while the pitching staff shut down the Redbirds to take the series. For the Poke Report, I'm Jared Oberlechner.
The Cowboys were unable to continue their streak, taking a loss from the Dallas Baptist Patriots this week. The Cowboys took an early lead through the first 8 innings, including a homer from Colin Ritchie. The Patriots would come back to tie in the 9th inning, and both teams would battle up through the 11th inning, when Dallas Baptist Joey Narot would run home to give them the win.
Cowboy basketball wrapped up their regular season this week. Steve Spears has the recap.
The Cowboys end their regular season here today with a win over Cincinnati Bearcats by a score of 78-67. Now, the team was led by its group of seniors, which prepared them to the win today. The Oklahoma State Cowboys honored its group of seniors in a brief ceremony before tip-off against the Cincinnati Bearcats. The game started off a bit of a dogfight with both teams trading buckets, but the scoring was led by the Cowboys seniors, which led Coach Steve Lutz to reflect on his first season as the Oklahoma State coach.
Maybe this is not for me to say, but I know that our team has gotten better, right? And we're not where we want to be as a program, but I know that these kids have invested into Oklahoma State basketball, and today was a heck of a reward for them on senior day. So I was, again, proud of them for their effort, proud of them for sticking with it, and I think it shows a lot of character on their part to do so.
While it was the main cast of seniors leading the charge, one of the loudest ovations came for Kurt Cole, who checked in during the game's waning moments and stole the show, scoring his first bucket as a Cowboy.
It was just really fun to see. He had a few chances to get a bucket earlier in the season, but to get one today on senior night, last home game here, it couldn't have played out any better.
Now for the Cowboys, they may have their scouting done for the Big 12 tournament, as there's a high possibility these two teams can face off in the first round of the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. From the Last Time from GIA, Steve Spears, The Poke Report.
And a big thank you to all the seniors graduating from the team.
Up next, we have a special interview with Anna Greta C. and the equestrian team finishes their regular season.
I want to show you something. This is the money we could save by switching from fresh packed California crushed tomatoes to concentrated tomato paste.
I want to show you something too. I got a new door. Go take a look at it.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars, like fresh packed California crushed tomatoes. Pick up a large, deep dish for just $8.
Pizza.
Introducing Lincoln Black Label at Diffie Ford Lincoln. Designed to impress those with impeccable taste, Lincoln Black Label features a collection of interior themes and a host of exclusive membership privileges, inspired by attention to detail and a love of automobiles. With Lincoln Black Label, you'll enjoy an extended premium maintenance plan that covers wear items or even remote vehicle delivery. Lincoln Black Label isn't about luxury ownership, it's about membership. Lincoln Black Label, exclusively at Diffie Ford Lincoln.
Welcome back and welcome Anna Greta C. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'll be asking the first question. Do you have a pregame routine or superstition?
Not really specifically before the game. Like when we go to warm-ups, then I kind of just go through the same type of shots, do my little ball handling, but nothing like overly superstitious, I guess.
Now, this year's team is different from last year, and you're one of the returners, of course. So how has this year's team impacted your own gameplay?
I feel like I have started to kind of appreciate the role player role a little bit more. Last year I was like the main ball handler and had to do a little bit more than I maybe wished to do. And this year it kind of like opened me up and like gave me more space to work off the ball too. So yeah.
What has been your most memorable moment this season?
TCU court rush, I would say. That was really cool and never experienced anything like that before. So it was really dope.
Yeah, that was fun as a fan too. That was pretty cool. Now, going into postseason, what do you think is your biggest obstacle to overcome, but why do you think you guys may have an advantage over other teams?
I think the main thing is staying focused, because we haven't had that long of a break of games throughout this whole season. Like, we have kind of been inconsistent after like big wins or big losses. We kind of have approached practice differently, and like I feel like we now need to like just learn from those mistakes and kind of keep staying focused.
Thanks, Anna. Moving out to the pasture, we go to James Wilds with the story on Equestrian's last meet of the regular season.
The fourth-ranked Oklahoma State Cowgirls equestrian team fell to number 3, TCU, at Pettigrew Hole Equestrian Center Wednesday. They did, however, take home 3 most outstanding players in freshman Emma Hetchman in fences and June Roberson in horsemanship, and senior Riley Hogan in the flat. This will be Riley Hogan's 20th career MOP in the flat, adding on to an outstanding career where she had recently become the all-time leader in fences wins for Oklahoma State.
I think just work hard and never give up. It might sound a little cliche, but 4 or 5 years ago, or as a young kid, I would never thought I'd be standing here today where I am. And I think just make as many connections as you can and just keep working no matter what.
I'm currently here at intermission at Pettigrew Hole Stadium in the Atherton Arena, where the fences competition just finished. Great scores from Emma Hatchman with an 86 high score on the day. Cowgirls are currently tied 2-2 in fences. We're still waiting on horsemanship. Hopefully the Cowgirls can pull out a W today against the TCU Horned Frogs. Coming back after intermission, the Cowgirls would take advantage in the flat 3-2, but it wouldn't be enough as TCU's reigning squad ended up winning the reigning competition. This match concluded senior Riley Hogan's regular season career, Coach Larry Sanchez had this to say.
Riley is such a talented rider, and her stats and her MOPs and everything that she's won it proves that. But I think what really is going to be missed is who Riley is as a person. Very humble, hardworking, very unassuming in the way she goes about things, and yet she gives everything in every practice, whether it be workouts, whether it be in the riding arena, whether it be whatever we're doing. She's going to give 110%. And just want to try and shy out of the limelight. She doesn't want to be the center of attention, but her riding definitely brings her right there to the center of attention.
The Cowgirls will head down to Fort Worth to take on the Big 12 tournament March 28th and 29th. They hope to make it their 5th straight win. For the Poke Report, I'm James Wilds.
The Cowgirls will be the number 2 seed going into the Big 12 championship. Hopefully they can win their 5th straight title.
Coming up, we go around the world with Cowboys tennis, spring football, and we talk to Ashton Slaughter about his recent success.
At ASAP Energy, our goal is to provide the best customer service for whatever our clients need.
My relationship with ASAP Energy came about in 2007. I was wanting to build a convenience store. I didn't know how to do it. I'd never been in the business. I just felt comfortable with Rick. And so I knew that I wanted to do business with a guy like that. Integrity, loyalty, and family. I would recommend that to anybody. Thanks for taking a chance on me.
At ASAP Energy, everything matters.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
The Oklahoma State men's tennis team is all around the globe, as 10 of its players are international and from different countries around the world. One of them being junior Alessio Basile from Belgium. He's playing college tennis as a stepping stone towards his professional career.
I decided to come to college to take my time before going pro, and it allowed me to kind of get to know myself more as a tennis player, get to know myself more as a person, and kind of like, grow as in my game.
There are only 2 Americans on the roster, sophomore Ty Wunderlich and freshman Ian Brax. Brax says regardless of cultural differences, team chemistry still remains high.
So I think that's been the big thing, is just like having a team that you train with every day, you compete with, you hang out with, and you guys like really like come close together and like all like really want the best for each other. I think that's been the best thing.
As for head coach Dustin Taylor, he says this team is special and they will be more than teammates post-college.
For me, it's fun to have international flair, guys from different cultures, different music, different food, and you know, you really get cultured. And these guys will be lifelong friends and have buddies around the world for the rest of their life, which makes it pretty special.
The Cowboys are back at it Saturday afternoon, hosting Utah at 1 at the Greenwood Tennis Center. For the Poke Report, I'm Dalton Arredondo.
Thanks, Dalton. It's really unique how a team with such diverse culture can be unified. Finally, we are joined by Ashton Slaughter, who recently has won the 2025 Hearst Sports Riding Competition. Thanks for being with us, Ashton. Now, tell me a little bit about this award.
Yeah, so the Hearst Sports Riding Competition, it's one of Hearst's several monthly competitions. There were 100-some entries from across the country, 70-something schools, I think, entered stories into this, and I'm honored to say, I got first in that competition from a story I did this past summer at my internship with the Tulsa World. So really cool honor, and just really happy to represent the university in the program like that. So,
what was it like writing the story?
Oh, it was great. It was a story about this Tulsa high school football player, Colin Cottom, who suffered cardiac arrest on the field, and so I got to talk to him and his family, and it's one of those things where I didn't really have to do too much. The source material was so great, and just really grateful that they trusted me writing that kind of story, because it's definitely heavy subject matter and all that kind of stuff.
Now, last year, you went to the same competition over the summer. So how does this piece differ from last year's? Was there a different strategy or process that you were a part of?
Yeah, I mean, not really a strategy or process. I mean, you don't do this kind of stuff for awards. It's still really cool to get that. But yeah, this year, I mean, last year, one of the reasons why I got there was a news story and then kind of a sports news-ish story. So this one's really kind of full sports. So I feel like my sports reporter cap did a good job getting there on this one. But that's really the only difference. Just excited to go in there and kind of approach it the same way and meet a lot of new people and make some connections and all that kind of stuff.
How do you think this year will compare to last?
Oh, I mean, I think kind of like I just said, I'll have some experience going in. You know, last year kind of going in blind, and you know, we write stuff while we're there and compete while we're there, so I kind of know what that's like, know what the whole process is like, and have at least a little bit of experience compared to last year.
Thank you, Ashton.
That's all the time we have here at the Poke Report today. Thanks for joining us.